All right, welcome to the One Piece discussion. Let's just fucking quite a chapter this week. We have the finale of the fight, and basically, I feel the arc kind of screeching into the home run. It's definitely concluding. It seems like knowing Oda, it'll take forever, but a lot of stuff to discuss. So what's your thoughts originally? Obviously, in the beginning, you have them fucking, Katakuri's perfect and shit. But I want to talk about the Sanji stuff. What do you? It's okay now. When are you getting Wi-Fi again?
Sunday.
Oh, okay. So close.
Is that better?
So far, yeah.
All right. So let's start from the top.
Nope. No, no, stop.
You know you guys.
David, that first chunk where his audio is shit, I wouldn't mind if you just took it into Adobe and just cut that bit out. If I don't think that should be too bad. I'm hoping. All right, cool.
Every One Piece discussion should start with the discussioners singing One Piece song. One Piece opening.
Stop it. Just watch the analytics just drop. There they all go. Anyway, Sanji. Let's talk about my boy Sanji. And you know what? You want to know what this reminded me of? This panel right here, Thurman.
Assassin's Creed.
No. Why? Because he has a fucking hood. Really?
Was that an Assassin's Creed reference? I can relate to that.
Yeah. No, it actually reminded me of Alabasta Sanji when he went to Mr. Prince. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
I don't remember if he wore a hood back then, but I'm getting the vibe. Like I remember he went undercover, right? And I don't know if you noticed this or not, Thurman, but it's pretty obvious by now. But Mr. Prince was a foreshadowing for him being a prince.
Papa Oda laying on some precog on us.
Well, to me, it was I think that the reason he always gave he always used that as his code name was kind of he's been a prince of he knows he's a prince, right? He was kind of playing on that, because otherwise that's really random. That's what a random code word to choose. And back in Alabasta, But yeah, this is it's so good to see. This is that arc with Alabasta and the Mr. Prince shit is what originally made Sanji my favorite character. And now my favorite character kind of teeters between Usopp and Sanji. Usopp is, God, Usopp but Sanji back then, what's up?
Be a real man, like Zoro.
No, fuck you. Zoro's good, but overrated. So anyway, Sanji, my boy. This Sanji right here, it's reminded me of why Sanji was my favorite character for such a big chunk of the series. And the arc where he became a favorite character was Alabasta when he did that Mr. Prince shit. Do you remember how big for me Sanji shot up so high in that arc? Because there was a moment in that arc where every Straw Hat was either imprisoned or disposed of. They just couldn't do it. Sanji was the one. He came in like a fucking hero. He was the hero that fucking he was solo. He was solo trolling Crocodile. You remember that shit? Gosh, but yeah, it reminds me of that. He's sitting fucking in the fucking in the fucking alleyway with a hood, smoking, looking like a badass, ready to fucking he's gonna swoop in, swoop out, get Luffy. I love it. It's fucking Sanji doing what Sanji does best, fucking stuff. He's always been the stealth guy. You remember fucking CP9 when he fucking he had his little own stealth mission where he got into the train and shit. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Bro, that's what I love that about Sanji. He's always the dude who's stealthing in the corners and in the shadows.
Technically speaking, that was still part of Water 7 arc.
Yes, but I consider it one big arc, honestly. People try to consider that two separate arcs, Water 7 and 9, or excuse me, Water 7 and Enies Lobby. I just call it the CP9 arc. They were the villains.
CP.
So, but yeah, Sanji looks like a badass here.
Let's continue with this. Oh my goodness. So, all you Sanji cross Nami shippers, your ship has been sailed. Your ship just got dunked down.
Why? Because Pudding potentially stole the first kiss.
That Sanji Nami shit's gone.
It's. I mean, that's not just me. That it's definitely being implied here that she took out his cigarette and kissed him. Yeah.
It's time. It's time for the Luffy / Nami shippers to rise again.
That's
Proof.
the shittiest ship of all time. It's. Ugh, there could be none more cancer than that. Ugh. Like, bro, like that relationship would never work, bro. Like, ever. Oh my gosh. Like, I when I look at a relationship, I'm like, would it work? No. Okay. No. But bro, so like, here's what I like about this, right? You have the big theory that I'm hearing, and I really like this, right? I think that what's gonna happen is that as she was kissing him, I think because she says one last request, right? I legitimately think this is like her, because she's clearly fallen in love with him. This is her getting her kiss with Sanji. But as she's kissing him, I feel like she's going to be erasing his memories.
Yeah, I got that vibe also. Like she
That's,
erased his memory.
oh, that's going to be so fucking sad, dude. Like, because, and that's kind of the vibe. I think that there's a carried through theme in this chapter. You have Katakuri kind of Katakuri and Pudding are kind of going to be staying here with the Big Mom Pirates, even though, because like this is really sad. If that's what's happening, and she's erasing her memories from Sanji, or she's erasing her from Sanji's memories, that means she's choosing to basically continue to stay here and torture for herself. She's just gonna stay here with that's what it sounds like. You know what I mean? It's like she realizes that she can't be with Sanji. That's fucking sad.
Damn, and I love Pudding's character development throughout this entire arc.
Yeah, dude.
I'm finally happy. I'm happy that as a character she's grown, and it's just great. There's no word that's gonna apply. This is Sanji being Sanji, and all the other stuff. It's just like, ugh. And then the ship has been sailed. I
Well,
mean,
it doesn't. But yeah, but see that argument doesn't really work though, because if we're right, his fucking memory of her is going to be gone. So
nah, Oda's gonna bring that shit back. He's gonna go back and meet Pudding, and then Luffy and Nami is gonna be.
It's gonna be like Naruto's first kiss was Sasuke, but they didn't fuck.
Yeah, because they weren't gay.
Many people beg to differ. Well,
Pretty sure Hiroshima wanted them to be gay, but she was like, "No, got to put him in Hinata."
Wait,
Hiroshima.
You mean Kishimoto?
No,
Think
is that
no, you're confusing me with these Japanese names. No, it's Masashi Kishimoto, I believe.
Oh yeah, Kishimoto. Hiroshima's the fairy tale monk.
Yeah, bro. You cannot mix that level of cancer with like Naruto has some cancer, right? But then there's you just basically dropped the fucking atom bomb of cancer.
Hey,
you can't do that.
You can't tell trash from trash, can't you?
No, dude, Naruto is not that bad. It's not compared to anyway. We're fucking off topic. Let's get to the fucking clash. Now this panel, I gotta be honest, kind of confused me. I feel like I'm an idiot here, but it seems like Oda didn't actually show us the actual clash. He showed us the moments right after the clash. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah. At first, I thought Dogtooth won the clash. Like he just overpowered Luffy. I don't see Luffy anywhere.
I thought they both it almost looked like they both missed, but then I saw the fucking graphic destroyed, and I was like, no, he clearly hit. It's weird. It's drawn weird. I don't understand what even happened here.
So I kind of got what happened here. So Luffy punched Dogtooth in the gut, and then Dogtooth got him with the overhead.
He smashed him down, right? But I guess it's strange how it was drawn. I wish that we could have seen the actual impact of it, And I've actually heard a lot of different people saying that as well. It's weird that we didn't actually see the impact of it,
Well, the anime would probably do that.
Yeah, I'm not mad. It's just weird. Strange decision from Oda, honestly. But yeah, so moving on here. This is where
me and Red were conflicted the entire night. I was so folks, stay with us, okay?
Yeah.
This is New Red's exact mindset. So
Yeah.
the first few panels, okay, we see, okay, flip, fall. Luffy's knocked out, unconscious. Okay, boom.
Luffy
all right.
fell first.
See, boom. We see Dogtooth clearly standing up. He's nowhere near unconscious whatsoever. Clear win for Dogtooth. Bam.
So
He
and
gets
here's what
tired.
happened in this original thing. It's clear that he didn't fall unconscious. He chose to close his eyes and, like, the metaphor I gave was in middle school. I, fat kid, had to do, just as everyone else did, had to do the mile run. And at the end of the mile run, I chose to just drop. That's what I did. I just dropped because I was that tired, right? That's like, if you look, like, there's a difference between, like, look at Luffy's eyes and look at Katakuri's eyes are closed, like you're sleeping, resting. Luffy's knocked out. Like, there's no comparison here. And we know that Katakuri wasn't actually knocked out because, like, when Luffy gets up, Katakuri's fucking there. Like, and you'll see this. We'll talk about that later in the chapter. But, like, so in this instance, this original instance of this fight, it's very clear that, to me, that's a Katakuri victory. Like, if we were doing like this with, like, boxing, it'd be like Luffy was KO'd before Katakuri was, you know?
Yeah, Luffy definitely lost. All right.
Which is fine, amazing. I love that shit. Katakuri fucking win. Katakuri for new main
Mochi did for the fucking win.
Katakuri for new main character, please. I'm kidding. Kind of.
Luffy got cut out of his main character spot. Now Katakuri's gonna be the king of the pirates.
Fucking love him. Yeah, dude, Katakuri, yeah. Shit. Yeah. Now I have this fucking, like, Katakuri steals the straw hat and, like, he meets up with Shanks and gives it back to him. Like, who the fuck are you? The new Luffy, but
Spin-off series.
Luffy, but better. Now, we gotta talk about.
I want to talk this bold claim this motherfucker made. This
fucking boldest claim.
This highball of himself, of his pirate, just sucking his own dick.
Like, and or the low ball of Gold Roger.
He says, even if the one to appear from the mirror was the Pirate King Gold Roger himself, he wouldn't be able to get away.
Really?
What in the hell?
Really? Fucking ridiculous, bro. Now, I'm not gonna underestimate the fact, because, like, that is basically from how they're wording it. It's like most of their crew is there, which is pretty huge. That's like their entire fleet is just surrounding that one area. And what I appreciate about the Big Mom Pirates is that, like, there has been a theme of that they are not taking the Straw Hats lightly. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They're not fucking around. Like, they've even admitted that, like, everything that we're doing with the Straw Hats is massive overkill, but we're not taking a chance, which is why I'm curious to see how Oda actually gets them out of this, you know?
He says it right here. We're sending tens of thousands of forces. It might look embarrassing, but it'll cross that 1 in a million chance.
Yeah, dude, which is why I'm curious, like, how the fuck, because, like, the amount of fucking ships is ridiculous. Like, I'm trying to think what could possibly happen. The only thing I can think of, I guess, like, it just seems too obvious, but, like, Germa, remember Germa? You have Germa, and Germa has, like, their clone army, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Germa has a literal fucking clone army. Like, they have, like, fucking, like, massive just clones. So they might just show up with their fucking clones and just fucking, like, beat ass. I'm gonna guess that's where they're gonna come in.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. Because, I mean, we haven't seen them. I think Oda's saving them up for something big because they're back at home right now, aren't they?
Well, they were at their floating island, which was, like, docked a bit off of one of Big Mom's islands. And basically, the Big Mom pirates assume that Germa is dead, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Because what they did was the Big Mom pirates sent a fleet off to basically just wipe out Germa. And then Germa answered the phone and was like, you know, like pretended to be like, yeah, the Germa are wiped out, you know. They're like, so Big Mom pirates actually think that Germa are dead right now. So you know that's gonna be a good surprise when they show up and they're like, fuck,
bam, motherfucker, we're still alive.
Yeah. And also what I want to bring up too is Mr. Big News Morgans. I love this Birdman. Can we talk about this Birdman?
Birdman.
Well, okay, his name is Big News Morgan. You remember he was introduced way back, like, when the wedding was starting. You remember him, Thurman?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's going to be important. I'm telling you right now. He runs the newspaper. Like you know that, right? He runs the fucking news.
Yep.
So, because like even from the beginning of the series, we saw like seagulls and like the birds that would deliver the newspaper, right? Remember that? Like
Yeah.
a bird would come. I think this guy is legitimately like the fucking like he's the dude that runs the news in the One Piece world. So like I love you see him immediately saying if if they get out, it's gonna be huge news. And this is what I've been saying, man. This incident right here, I'm telling you, this Big Mom incident is going to fucking skyrocket Luffy's popularity. It's gonna be like when he burnt the flag at Enies Lobby, man. I'm telling you, because like now you have the fucking head of the news there, man. Like he's gonna be like, and remember they think he blew up the cake. He's gonna fucking, and you know how news does. News fucking like inflates the issue so much they make it seem a lot more of a bigger deal. You know what I mean? So he's gonna
Yeah.
fucking make it be like he's gonna fucking title it like the Straw Hat crew utterly decimates the Big Mom Yonko. Like he will. It's gonna be like the top commander defeated by Luffy. You know what I mean?
That's so funny, bro, because it's true. He's gonna spice some bullshit on that, like
Yeah,
Luffy,
because he
Luffy,
doesn't know the
Luffy, Luffy,
context
and
of why Katakuri was defeated. He doesn't know the context that Katakuri weakened himself. That Katakuri, but he's gonna be like, God, strongest member defeated.
Straw,
Big Mom
Straw,
almost brought to death. He's gonna, it, right? So people are
Straw
gonna,
Hats, Straw Hats decimated Big Mom
yeah.
power to easily
So
escape.
people are gonna fucking definitely be overhyping. Like the world is gonna it's not like the Straw Hats are. But from this news article, I guarantee you, people are going to be overhyping the fuck out of the Straw Hats. Like,
It's gonna be funny too because in the Reverie arc, you already know that these
So you're saying that they're going to BuzzFeed this?
Yes, yeah. Top 10 reasons why you should be terrified of the Straw Hats.
So in the Reverie arc, this news is gonna reach their ears, and they're all gonna talk about Luffy next.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're gonna be like, okay, Luffy's fucking with Yonkos now, guys. This is getting scary. and then fucking cute dragon showing up. Like, who's talking about my son? Hey, what's up, dragon? Dude, dragon booty. Fucking give me that dragon booty. But yeah,
Monkey the Dragon.
I'm also hoping, like, we keep seeing Stussy, right? Who's a member of CP0. I want to see them do something too. But yeah, moving on to a quick scene with Beige. Their ship is fucking like half on fire because of how close Prometheus is, and they're still going. And then you have a scene here with the Sunny. You kind of see the damages again. A good
Yeah, I had to look. I had to look again. That damage is fucking huge. So much
I
for
can't wait for
strongest
Frankie. I
award.
want to see Frankie react to this shit.
Oh my god, I call that Frankie's gonna be so pissed. Like, what the fuck happened?
Well, I think my guess is that he's going to be pissed, but then once he realizes it was a fucking Yonko, he'll be like, "Oh, I guess that's understandable." You know what I mean? Like Big Mom herself landed on the ship, dude. It's pretty understandable.
I feel like Frankie's gonna do what Usopp did back in Water 7, where he's just gonna
Yeah.
leave the crew and just fix the ship by himself.
No. Remember Frankie's thing was like he was like, no matter what happens with the ship, I will fix it. Blah blah blah. Like I think that again, I think he'll be pissed originally, but then he'll realize the ship stood up to Big Mom, one of the 4 strongest people in the verse, dude.
I like how you said that in the verse, dude.
It
Yes,
is, man. Like the
use
Yonko,
your debate terms. Use your debate terms. Let my influence flow through your red.
bro. Like that's what the Yonko are, man. Like they're like the top 4 dudes, like for sure. I mean, like obviously, depending on where you want to throw in, and we might do a separate discussion video on this, but maybe like ranking our like fucking top strong people, but like it depends on where you want to throw the admirals in there. It depends on where maybe I've heard CP0 might be fucking crazy. Like I'm sure they're crazy, but it depends on how crazy they're going to be. Yeah. So, but anyway, in this thing here, we kind of just have them being like, is Luffy smart enough to get out of there?
Yeah, they're literally just like throwing shade on Luffy while he's fighting for his life.
Well,
Great friends right
it's
there.
fair.
Great friends.
Oh, okay. Let's be honest. They've always done that. Like they're like, hey, he's an idiot, but he's our captain. Push comes to shove, he does. I mean, but then again, you've also had scenes in this exact same arc where they're like, they're so confident in him winning. They're just like, when he wins, and you know what I mean? Like, you see, they're not worried about him winning. They're only worried about him getting out of the mirror world or remembering the time.
It's funny because Luffy in the next panel literally proves them wrong.
Yeah, dude. No, yeah, fucking. So,
all right. Now,
when I first saw this fucking hand, I was like, no.
All right, All right. Here you go. It's discussion time again. So now we see this. Luffy peers his hand out. So people might be thinking, "Oh wait, Luffy's the first one to get up, so he wins." We go to the next panel.
Wrong.
We see no fuck out of here. Katakuri's right there.
This panel right here, bro. Like, let's just talk the panel where Katakuri's just standing there.
Live edit, David.
Well, I haven't sent it to him, dumbass. Hold on, now I gotta give me a second. You can't just tell him to live. David, do magic, live edit. Unless you send it.
Fuck out of here, Thurman. Fuck out of here.
How can you not? This is a golden panel. How can you not live edit this? That is an insult.
Dude, I gotta have the fucking panel to live edit the fucking panel.
Hey, David. There you go. Live edit. Go. Live edit. It's in your Facebook.
Go.
Oh my gosh. Carl, fucking send it on Discord, dude, bro. Chill.
God, Katakuri demands it.
Okay, there. Good.
Our Lord and Savior Katakuri demands it. I feel like just in case you guys don't know, everyone knows the God Miriam joke. So we can just say that this is add-on to this joke.
Hey, Thurman, shut up for a second while I live edit this damn panel.
Why has he got to shut up?
He needs to stop sucking that mochi dick.
No, dude, I'm sucking the mochi dick. In fact, actually, in fact, instead of sucking the mochi dick, I'm taking the mochi dick up my ass. Remember, we remember the fucking video. What did I say? Video that I sent you with this panel. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Here is the panel.
I was like Mochi. I was like he can just take me right now. He deserves it.
Our Lord and Savior Katakuri meets.
Now, if you're still here,
Miriam.
Still here after that, congratulations! You are officially good enough to subscribe to the channel. So click that subscribe button.
And be sure to click that bell so you get a notification for every video we upload.
That shitty joke. I hate that. Thurman, don't joke about having a Patreon page because people will think you're for real.
We're not good enough for a Patreon yet. That's just a running joke.
Did you live that up for even just a second, Thurman? Or David?
I already did, ho.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it. So, yeah, with that
panel.
All right. Oh, so with that panel, listen, bro. It's so fucking good. Like, this entire chapter, I was like, it was so back and forth. Like, when Luffy was getting up, I was like, no. And then, like, Katakuri's like, motherfucker, you think you leave it? Motherfucker, you think this is over?
Yeah. I read this in a black man's voice. He's like, nigga, what you think you're doing?
Yes. Bro.
Oh. Perfect meme.
Like, dude, that needs to be a meme. Like, it's like fucking like. I'm trying to think of a good example. Like a meme. Like I'm trying to think like something you could do to like piss off your parents or something. Like when you wake up your parents in the middle of the night or something.
So it's just the next panel is
this shit I want to talk about, dude. This shit.
So
okay.
Honestly,
I have a lot to say about this.
At first, I thought he was gonna be like when he was saying someday will you come back here to defeat Big Mom. I literally thought that he meant like that was gonna be like the rematch thing. At the bottom panel, I thought he was gonna talk about how okay, if you come back, we can do a rematch. I thought that he was gonna say that.
No, here I'll tell you exactly what I've been thinking about this panel, this page for a long time. Okay, so throughout this entire fight, we know from many things in the past in the story that if you say no to Big Mom, if you deny her, if you run away, she sends people to kill you or kill someone you love. You remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So think about, right? Do you remember the thing that they always said, like, if you're invited to a Big Mom wedding and you don't show up, you'll get like the head of your most loved one in the mail. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, so to me, that also goes for her children. Remember, she's been talking about wanting to kill Lola. Remember?
Yeah.
So to me, I think that Katakuri has probably never liked being here, but he kind of dealt with it. You know what I'm saying? And I think
Yeah.
that the main reason he was fighting was because, like in his mind, it's like, of course, no one can beat Big Mom. No one's gonna beat my mom, so I have to fight, right? And I think
Yeah.
slowly over this battle, his fear of Big Mom started to lessen as his belief and respect of Luffy began to rise, to the point where he saw how much Luffy grew in this fight, to the point where he's literally he's just like, so you're telling me you're gonna come back here one day to defeat Big Mom? And when he says, of course, he's just like, I think that's just where and that's when he decides to fall. He's just like, okay, I believe in this kid. I believe that he can do it, and I don't have to fear my mother anymore.
Yeah, so technically speaking, Luffy still lost. Sorry, Luffy Dick
Because he
Ridders.
chose to. Because you know what this is. This is Katakuri giving up. Not because he can't beat him, but this is Katakuri just saying, losing his fighting spirit.
Yep. Red said it best.
But I do you understand like the deepness of that? Like to me, it's like again, like he's only one of the biggest weaknesses of this crew that we've seen is that most of the people that serve Big Mom don't want to serve her. They serve her out of fear. Remember? Like think back
Yeah.
to remember the guy that was made out of whipped cream?
Yep.
You remember how when he fucked up and Luffy escaped from the book prison?
Yeah.
You remember how he didn't tell anyone because if he told anyone, he would have been killed
Oh yeah.
immediately. Because if he didn't tell anyone, that is what caused Luffy to be able to get as far as he did. So Big Mom running things with fear fucks up her own crew. See what I'm saying?
And it's just, and the one thing I love about this is it's just the amount of respect that these two have for each other. It's just like
Right. Well, here
it's just
we'll get to that in a second. I do just want to finish this up a bit real quick. Otherwise, I'll forget what I'm saying. But like, just one last thing with Thurman, with Katakuri here, is that like, I think that what happens here is that he saw how much Luffy grew through it. Because think about how many people Luffy has like gained the trust of, gained the belief in, right? So like think fucking who's the one that killed himself in this arc again? I'm losing his name in my head.
Pedro.
Yeah, okay. Remember Pedro, right? Just from the tiny little bit that he traveled with Luffy, he could tell. He could just fucking feel it. He was like, this is the kid that's gonna change the world. I can tell. And he believed it so much that he blew himself up.
For now.
No. It's confirmed.
For now.
No. It's confirmed at the end of this chapter. Like Oda would not have Peckham. Peckham's literally said, "I'm only helping you because of what Pedro did." That is jamming the in so deep. Like I don't even see any way that he could possibly be alive now.
We know how it is with death, though.
The escape that he's getting is only here because of the death or whatever. But thank you for ruining that entire point, Thurman. I appreciate it.
Oh my god.
It's because, like, come on, dude. Like, really? You think literally the reason Peckham's is there is because Pedro killed himself, and also
I know, but you know how skeptical I am when it comes to deaths like that. And Oda has lied to me more than once when it comes to death. So
yeah. Well, there's also keep in
that
mind as well that like
that is a fair point.
I'm
there,
just
Red.
keep in mind as well that like if Carrot is joining as I think she is, Pedro would need to be dead.
Well, no, Red. You have to autocorrect yourself. You have to autocorrect yourself. Still, when Carrot joined,
Exactly.
and we know she is.
Then she has to be. Then Pedro has to be dead. You
If
realize?
she doesn't,
Listen. Here's what. Are you ready for my logic loop? Are you ready for this fucking logic loop to get around it?
I'm ready.
This is good shit.
Ready.
You're gonna like this, okay? Carrot is gonna join. We both agree with this, right? The win. We yes, right?
Yes.
Okay. And every straw hat has a sad flashback. Am I right?
Yep.
Carrot has spent her whole life on Zunisha, the elephant. So I doubt we have anything in her past that's crazy significant that we have to see. She literally has spent her whole life on that elephant, right? So I think her quote unquote sad flashback is Pedro exploding, except it happened in the present. So here's the logic loop, right? The logic is A, Oda only kills people in Straw Hat flashbacks. But Pedro died in a Straw Hat flashback. Boom. That's why Pedro's dead.
I think the Illuminati is going to be knocking at your door in the morning, Red.
He knows too much. But like, bro, like I'm telling you, when, since you're having me say win now, and I hope so too. When Carrot joins, that literally, I want to remind you. I want to say if, but if Carrot is going to join, when she joins, the reasoning to remind you is that Pedro said, follow them to the end. Remember, Pedro specifically was like, follow them, watch over them, because they are going to be the ones that change the world for not only our species, the mink species, but everyone. Pedro could tell they were going to change the fucking world. And he told Carrot, watch after them. You think that would be nearly as impactful? Because if Pedro was alive, Pedro could go with them and watch after them. But he wouldn't. That would mean that's clearly not what's going to happen. Pedro needs to be dead, and so that is why I don't think that this is a situation. Because with the fucking ma guy, like Vivi, Vivi didn't join. If Vivi joined, I think he would have been dead, but he didn't. You see?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it all comes down to if Carrot is going to join, Pedro has to be dead. Agree with me on that?
Yes.
And that's my
So,
big thing, especially. I think it's just kind of driven in deeper with the end of this chapter where you have fucking Peck. It's obviously Peckham's. Obviously, Peckham's coming in and saying, "I'm only saving you because of what Pedro did." That would also mean so. It's just there's a lot of things being driven in, right? But one panel we have to talk about too is just, oh my gosh, like I knew how tall he was. I had read about how tall Katakuri was because Oda likes to make fucking crazy tall villains. But like, gosh, this panel just shows how stupid huge he is, and I love it.
and the amount of respect here too. It's just these two
The
had a
putting the
long
hat over
fight.
his mouth.
Oh my god, this is
Remember
great.
that he's self conscious about his mouth, so that was some good shit.
That is just the reasons why I love Luffy as a character so much.
Dude, that was great. That was fantastic, dude.
Oh man, it's
Can
just
we talk about how big he is, like in this panel? Though,
it wasn't like 7 feet.
7. What are you talking about, dude?
Oh, how tall he is.
You think?
Nani?
I'm sorry. I'm having a conniption right now. You think he's 7 feet?
I said I'm asking.
No, dude, he's taller than Doflamingo.
How tall is Doffy?
Dude, you realize that like most One Piece villains, like the admirals are alone are like 10 feet.
Oh,
Dude,
wow.
look, are you seeing? Luffy is here. Hold on, I'm getting up a One Piece height chart. You didn't know this? Like a lot of One Piece villains are like. Do you know how tall fucking Gecko Moria was?
No.
Gecko Moria was like 20 feet,
Oh my.
and then Kuma was like taller than him.
Damn.
Can't believe you thought. Look at that panel. How could he be 7 feet? Look at. Just do a little size comparison there. Look at Luffy's size. How could he possibly be 7 feet? That would make Luffy a midget. No, for real. It's a time
So
for a lesson in critical thinking.
how tall is Luffy?
I will check. Luffy height. Luffy is 5'6".
Oh wow.
And let me see if I can get Katakuri's height. Could you please stop messaging me, David? It's making my phone vibrate.
David. It's David.
I know it is.
David.
Stop.
David being David as usual.
Okay, Katakuri height. Katakuri. What's up? Oh my gosh. Katakuri is 16 feet tall. 16'8".
Wow.
It's right on the One Piece wiki. And then the source, I'm trying to find the source here. Said that. See, that is source 5. Man, can we just side thing about how fucking manga and anime wikis are like the most cancerous pop-up filled things in the world. So many fucking pop-up. Oh yeah, okay. So it was.
I think you need to stop looking up Nami porn there.
Well, I mean that's a whole nother thing within and of itself. But
you're asking the impossible there, David.
Exactly. So Thurman, this was revealed in volume 80. You know the SBSs I've told you about, like the little questions and answers in the middle. This was revealed in a volume 87 SBS where Oda revealed his age, height, and position in the crew.
Oh, lay it on me.
Katakuri is 48 years old. Katakuri is 16 foot 8 inches. And position. I mean, what was his position? I think it was like what number son he is, and wasn't he like the second? I don't remember. Either way, but yeah. So that's another thing too. He's in his 40s, dude. He's in his like upper 40s, 48.
Oh, so he's in Batman's range.
But yeah, so okay, now so take a look at that panel again, and really 7 foot Thurman. What is wrong with you? Like, did you know that like Oda's never conformed to like real life height standards. Have you ever seen like the moments where like Luffy's standing next to like Kuma or like any of the admirals are like abnormally tall too, right? Like remember when he's standing next to the Ice Admiral and shit?
Mm-hmm. Everyone's tall.
Well, like Oda makes a lot of the villains like extra crazy tall. Like he's talked about how he loves to do that.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
So yeah, so 16 feet is Katakuri. And actually, just out of comparison, I'm going to see how tall Doflamingo was. Dofi height. Let's see here.
Doffy. It's Doffy, you pleb.
No, he definitely says Doffy.
Doffy.
I mean, that's the nickname. Okay, Doflamingo was. Then we'll move on with the chapter here. Motherfucker, where is it? I just saw it. Okay, Doflamingo is 10 feet and a half inches.
Oh my.
Doflamingo's 10 feet tall. Katakuri is, what did I say? Like 16 feet tall? So yeah, exactly. So fucking, he's huge. So now just rework that entire fight in your head, everything you've read. Imagine that Luffy's been fighting a 16-foot tall motherfucker. Because he has been. Did you not know that? Have you never noticed the like crazy proportions of One Piece characters?
Not really, to be honest. I mean, I watched the anime, so the animes didn't really distinguish them, to be honest.
No. You're wrong. You just, Thurman, I can't let you slide on that one. I'm sorry.
Fail!
Very obvious. What was that?
David, you need to catch up to One Piece before you even talk about fail, bitch.
Dude,
but
anybody that's read any of the manga can tell that the fucking character proportions are fucking off for villains to heroes.
Giving David his L in One Piece aside.
No, dude, you got the L that you didn't notice that fucking villains are tall. What did you just think it was like an epic shot? Like, wow, it must be some like proportion.
That's the camera angle and all of that. It's like an action scene in a fucking Hollywood blockbuster.
I mean, the heights didn't really matter to me because I was too busy focusing on the great story and fights.
Oh my gosh, Thurman.
Keep taking those L's right up the asshole, Thurman.
Oh my gosh, Thurman. Like, this is the difference. This is why when I read stuff, I pay attention. I look at everything, Thurman. I'm so disappointed.
Oh my goodness. I don't know how much height a character is. Oh my god. Just shame me. Put me in the anime shame box.
You're gonna try to make it less important.
Feel free to shame Thurman in the comments.
Also, yes. Thurman, hold on, Thurman. As an anime fan, both of us should know how fun it is to obsess over the smallest detail in a series. So don't even give me that shit. That's what data books exist for, man. Like that's like, oh, what's this character's favorite food?
I mean, that is kind of sick.
What?
Kind of sick. I think cool.
Oh, I haven't heard sick used in cool in such a long time.
Because you're old. You're an
Yeah.
old man.
Okay,
You're an
so
old
final page
dog.
here. We got Peckham showing up with Peckham's pulling a Soge King. By the way, you notice that?
Yep.
He's pulling a Soge King because he doesn't want to be. He's blatantly betraying his crew. So just yeah. Peckham's showing up with fucking Mirror Bitch, who is not Brule. There it is. Mirror Bitch though is what she should be called because fuck her. She's been nothing but a dude.
She's
To be
annoying.
fair, to Brule, she has been the most knocked around this entire arc. Like fucking A, she's been used. She's just been used and thrown away. It's amazing. But yeah, so we have Sanji contacting, he's talking to the Thousand Sunny about, basically he's gonna somehow try to get Luffy and bring him back. I mean, we do know that Sanji can skywalk, obviously. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
But I imagine, considering we're on a Yonko's crew, that at least a good handful of their people can probably skywalk too.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking it's like one of the CP9. It's I forget what they're called, but like we originally saw with the CP9 technique.
Yeah, the six styles, six art style. I believe.
Yeah. And we also have Stussy. I'm not sure where she is, but Stussy is part of CP0, and we actually, to my knowledge, we have actually seen her do Skywalk when the cake was falling. So yeah. Yeah. What's up?
I'm just interested to see what's gonna happen.
Well, yeah, because we're at a point where crazy weakened Luffy gonna attempt to come out of the mirror. With Peckham's and shit, and I mean, like so many of Big Mom's crew here. I think German's probably going to show up, but like that probably won't be enough. I mean, that'd be a bit of a letdown if that was just all that happened. So I'll be curious, man. But yeah, I guess shame Thurman in the comments for not realizing somehow that characters are throughout this entire fight for not realizing that Kataguri was 16 fucking feet tall. I'll shame him. And
I'm sorry that I don't buy manga from Vic because I just got my job.
Yeah, okay. I used my eyes and I saw it. I didn't know his exact fucking height, but I could tell that he was like stupid tall.
Whatever.
Anyway, prediction.
Okay, so
that Thurman will be fired by next fucking episode.
You're fired for not knowing Katakuri's exact age. Okay.
So, honestly, it's really hard to tell. David, I love what you sent me, by the way.
What did he send?
It's really hard to tell. So my predictions is gonna be German 66 is gonna come in and do some stuff. I feel like Beiji's gonna have a plan for how to deal with Big. I feel like she's finally gonna be able to eat the cake. Next chapter, I feel like Pudding's gonna do something next chapter because she's gone now. So
yeah, I assume she fucking. Oh yeah, I wonder if she's gonna because she erased her from her Sanji. Remember she does have that ability called flashback, where she can. It's kind of like an AOE attack where she can do it against multiple people at once, and she can basically bring up like repressed memories to like distract people. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
She did that with like the homies in the forest. So I mean, she could theoretically distract that huge group of people by doing that. Like, I don't think it would last like a forever, but it would certainly help.
Yeah, and then I'm kind of curious to see how Peckham's and Luffy will help, possibly. It's kind of curious to see how they're gonna really get out of this specific situation. This is one of those times where Oda's gonna show us his magic.
Haha, fuck yeah.
So that's really all I have for predictions right now. But
yeah, we're in a kind of like an awkward crossroad here. I mean, like fucking. I'm gonna miss my boy Katakuri. I feel like it's crazy. Like we've been
Tall
with
Boy.
this fight. Say again, David.
R.I.P. Tall Boy.
Yeah, dude. Fucking R.I.P. One Mochi Tall Boy. But he's not dead, obviously. But fucking. It's just like we've been in this fight for so long. I've just kind of taken it for granted. Like I've enjoyed it so fucking much every time. I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss Mochi man. But,
considering every time he's here, he's
I legitimately
fucking literally jizzing his pants over the chapter. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I mean, when he fell, like, I literally, like, I felt sad. Remember the video I sent you, Thurman, where I was like, no, no,
Yeah.
I, I felt it was so sad. I was like, no. But yeah, moving on, predictions wise, I'm sure we'll see a bit more. I'm curious to see a bit more from him, like what he's gonna do. Like, is he gonna stay with the Big Mom Pirates? Is he gonna like basically reveal his mouth now and not like try to hide it anymore? Like, whoa, I wonder what is he gonna do? Like, Oda's got me legitimately like interested in what his character's gonna do from here on out. Also, obviously, how they're gonna get out. I think Germa's gonna have something to do with it. Pudding might use her flashback shit, and I guess, man. I mean, we're at quite an interesting part in this arc where like I don't really know. I mean, we got to see the shit with the cake, how that's gonna play out. I mean, fuck. There's a lot of things that can happen.
Yeah.
And plus, like, how they're gonna like transition to the Reverie, so we're probably moving. I'm gonna hope that within the next 5 to 10 chapters, we're moving into Reverie, and I'll be curious to see how that kind of comes into play. Yeah.
Yeah.